Hello, 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 everyone. We are back. Don't look at my egg cartons. I had to move them out of the way. But we are back to shiny hunting. It's been a while. Shiny hunting is mentally draining, and I respect people who only shiny hunt. Like that's their whole bag. That's their whole thing. I respect the hell out of them. But that wouldn't be me. I'm going to turn my music back down. So unfortunately, also congrats on first semester. For whatever reason, this doesn't have any bonus things. I don't understand how it works. But we will see if we can get ourselves an applin today. Or even just a shiny in general. That'd be very cool. But I hope everyone's having a good day. What day is it today? It's Monday. No, it's not. It's Tuesday. That time of recording. And I'm on today was day 7 of 9 in a row at work. Which is wild when you have 2 days off a week. But it worked out well for me. I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off this week, so I will take it. My manager tried to be like, oh, like that's too long. That's too many days. I'm like, no. I'll work 9 if I get 3 days off in a row. I'll do it. I was very tired today, though. It is slowly starting to drain me. But that's okay. It happens. But I get to sleep in tomorrow. But I started going back to the gym. I'm a gym rat again. That's better. By that, I mean I've gone to the gym twice since I've paid for a membership. Which is not bad. Seeing as I paid for it on Thursday. The weekend was weird. And the gym is closed Sundays. Like, I can get in. But it's one of those things, like, I don't know if I feel super duper comfortable going to a gym. Like, it feels pretty safe. There's cameras everywhere. Except, obviously, the change rooms. And I feel like, I feel like I probably would be fine. But a part of me is still scared, as a femme-presenting person, to go someplace when there's, like, no regulations. But it works out so well because I have Sundays off. And this gym is within walking distance of my house. I don't want to walk there just yet because it keeps snowing. Snowed yesterday, snowed today. Apple! Would have been so cool. That would have been sick. But come summertime, solid warm-up. I think it'll probably be about a 10-15 minute walk to get there. But like, it's a good warm. It's the walking back afterwards that might suck. That part kind of sucks. And the gym bag I got, because I had a gym bag, but I think when I moved, I finally was like, I donated it. I was like, I don't use this anymore. I don't need it. Which really sucks because it was a good gym bag. But the gym bag I bought doesn't have a shoulder strap. Which I don't want to have to actually just like carry it like that. I'd rather not, if possible. But I was thinking about it. I was like, I could very easily just crochet myself one and like sew it on. Crocheting a strap would be easy. Sewing it on would be the part that I would struggle with. Mostly because I think I do still somewhere have, I know for a fact I have sewing equipment because I was going to take my grandma's old sewing machine, but like it was from the 80s and needed repair, which is obviously a lot more expensive than if I had to just buy a new sewing machine. But I know I have like needles and thread and stuff like that, so I could technically do it. But could I personally sew it strong enough that it would hold the weight? Not that the bag has a lot in there, but But we are back. We are back to the pain that is looking for a shiny apple. The odds are still insanely low. What are the odds again? I have this on my own channel. I'll just pause this immediately. What is it? 1 in 4,096. So like I do technically, I'm way under odds still. Way under odds. Just I found the first two so fast. Found them so fast. It gave me a false sense of hope, if we're being completely honest.
And now,
all right. Do do do. I just miss feel. I want to feel something, even if it's a shiny that I don't want. Just to know that it's possible. I know it's possible. I have 2 shinies already. How many do I have? Do I have 2 or 3? I just have the 2, right? I just have, yeah. Look how cool they are. Ghostface is cool. That just updates that in the title that I have 2 of 8. I wish, like, this game, I don't know, like, I know that you can switch the days and that will change things in the game, but it doesn't feel like it, like, tracks. And I feel like that's because this account that I'm playing on isn't connected to the internet, maybe? No, because it should still just be the Switch. Because I would like to be able to have it on a day where it increases the odds of Applin showing up. Like, if I just save real quick. And then we close the game. And then I make it tomorrow? I don't actually, straight up don't even know. Let's just do this. Make it actually today. It's on a random day because I've been playing Animal Crossing every once in a while. See, maybe that helps. It was like, how do I get into the menu? No, I don't know how to trigger it. I know, everybody wants to see me because I accidentally hit my bike. Yeah, I don't know how to actually trigger it consistently. I think I've managed to have one day where I've actually been able to have the increased odds for Applin. Which is nice, but I'd like multiple days. I caught a bunch of random Pokemon for this. I fully don't think I need the Eevee at this stage, but it's also like, I think waiting for the Eevee's runaway part to pop up is still a little faster than having to sit through the shiny sparkles every time. That way also if I hear shiny sparkles, I know it's not mine. Oh, look at that cute little apple. What is it? Esper. Yeah. I just really hope I don't get a shiny Esper, because Esper kind of sucks. Actually, shiny Esper sucks. If I have to get a random shiny that isn't Applin, it'd be, I want it to be Dupiter. Like, I won't use it. As explained in previous parts, if you are new here, the rules I follow. Right now, we are specifically looking for Applin. If I find any other shiny, I will catch it because that's cool. But I do not want to use a shiny Dottler or Dupiter. I want a shiny Applin. So if I catch, say I catch shiny Esper on my next catch, that will be phase 1 of the hunt. And then we will start anew. This doesn't count. We will start anew. And start a new phase. And see how long and how many phases it takes until we find Apple. Would have been really cool just to be like, ha, all that information I just gave you? Useless. We don't care. Oh my god, 2 apples back to back. Kind of unheard of. Sorry. Do 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 do. Spritzy. Do 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 do. All right. Sorry, I just like completely forgot I was streaming. You have to, if you're gonna stream, EK, you gotta talk. You gotta be entertaining. You can't just sit here. If I wanted to play video games alone, I could have played video games alone. But I wanted to play video games with the people. I wanted the people to watch me suffer while I try and find a little apple that's green. I want a Granny Smith. Like, technically, with Ghostface and... Did I name it Jigsaw? What's Colossal's name? Is it Jigsaw? Yeah. Ghostface and Jigsaw, I was going for, like, horror movie characters, like villains. But I kind of like just calling a green apple Granny. I'll have to find, like, a grandma-related villain. Maybe I'll name her after my favorite, old lady in a horror film. The old lady who gums the woman's chin in, Drag Me to Hell, when she's possessed by the devil's spirit. God, I love that movie. It is so bad. It brings me so much joy. It's been years since I watched it, but I do own it on DVD. which I find to be very funny, that I just casually own. Like, it's a really bad movie, but it brings me so much joy. If you've never seen it, I highly recommend it. Don't go in with high expectations. But know that I love it. I also always forget it's got Justin Long in it. Like back when he was super famous, or popular. And in everything. Also, I'm trying a new setting on my foot massager that I have. And it's just squeezing my feet. And it feels actually phenomenal. It's not massaging my feet, but it's just squeezing them. And as someone whose job is stand, it feels amazing. I miss the apples. You know, it'd be really cool if we got the shiny on, like, I would like to get the shiny now, but if it has to be for a while, on 1993, just because that's the year I was born, and that would be really fun and exciting. Also, part of me do not want to make it so that I get all the way to 1993. But I have a feeling I will surpass that. Because that is the way of shiny hunting. Are you in pain? Yeah? Then you're doing it right. If you're not in pain, somehow you're shiny hunting wrong. In this instance. But we are about to hit 800. 1800, sorry. We have well surpassed 800. Yeah, I'm in my 30s, bro. I just look super young because I've got good skin. Also because I act a lot younger than I am. But yeah, no, I'm 31. I didn't realize you were 9 years younger than me, Celeste. I knew you were younger just based on the fact that you were in school, but like at the same time, like you could have been my age and gone to school too. Also, I realized I forgot to raise this up. Yeah. Good old 1993. Oh, that means you were born after the year 2000. When at work, I have to ID people because I sell alcohol. The rule in Ontario is 25, and if you look 25 and under, you're gonna probably get asked for ID. And now it's really easy. If I look at their ID, because it's 19 in Ontario, if I see a 1 at the beginning of the birth year, I'm like, sick. I don't have to keep looking. It doesn't matter. You're old enough. If I see a 2 at the beginning of the birth year, I'm like, okay, pay attention. Now I have to look for people born in the year 2006 are allowed to drink alcohol in Ontario. Which would mean people in 2007 are allowed to drink alcohol in Alberta and Quebec because it's 18. And I don't like that information. Because it makes me feel old. But it is funny. I work with a bunch of like early 20-somethings. And they always talk about like, we'll just talk about something and I'll mention it. I'll be like, oh yeah, I read this book when it came out in high school, and they're like, oh my god, I was in grade school. I'm like, you don't need to open your mouth at all because that hurts my feelings. Like they just they weren't alive for 9/11. They've always lived in a post 9/11 world. Granted, I think the only thing that really, like, obviously it was a big deal at the time, but like the only thing is we have to take our shoes off at the airport now. Granted, I didn't have to do that because I never flew before 2001. Oh, surprise Ninkata. But it is one of those crazy things that they're all just a bunch of babies. But it is kind of funny just to be like, oh yeah, no, when I was your age, I'd say something. They're like, oh yeah, when that thing came out for me, it was like this. And I was like, Because one of the kids I work with, he turned 20 this year, so I'm 11. Actually, I'm 12 years older than him because I turned 32 this year, and I was like, I don't like that. Also, just crazy. 32. And here I am, looking for a green apple. And not in the grocery store. Because they're expensive. Everything's so expensive. But I buy more Canadian foods because anything from the States is really expensive right now in Canada because of all the tariffs. Congrats on second, Callum. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, apple. Oh, I can, yeah, actually, that's in a good spot. How are you today, Callum? I hope all is swell. Yes, this will be a YouTube video. So yes, hello YouTube. Nice. I was a good healthy adult, and after work I went first to my local mall to go to Sports Check so that I could buy pre-workout and protein powder. And then from there I went to the gym. Make sure you get the full use of that. But then I took the pre-workout and then I did not want to work out, but I was like, I got to now. So I did a nice back and biceps workout today. I did skip one workout in the program because I couldn't find a machine that was correct. And I said, nope. I said, I'm going to skip this. Gym anxiety is too high. I'm not going to ask for anybody for help. I refuse. What did I skip? Technically, I skipped doing seated narrow rows, which I'm okay with. But if I go to the gym tomorrow, which I should, and I can go in the morning before work, which would be really good, is glutes and gut. That's what I was saying earlier, Callum. And that's how Celeste learned that I'm 9 years older than her. I hope I get it before then. But I doubt I will even get it then or afterwards. 93, correct, yes. So I am a 90s baby. But by the time the 90s ended, I was 7. So I remember parts of it. My sister actually sent me on Facebook Marketplace. Somebody was selling the old retro McDonald's chairs. I was like, those are actually really, really sick. They were selling them for $5,000. I was like, pardon me. These are chairs you probably stole from McDonald's. My birthday is in July. I usually do some sort of birthday related stream. Was it last year? No, was it last year or 2 years ago? I think it was 2 years ago that I did a, I don't think it was, mine was in Feb. Nice. Does that make you an Aquarius? If you're not an Aquarius, I don't know what else is in February because my mom and sister are both February babies and they're both Aquarius. But happy belated birthday, Celeste. So that means if I'm 9 years older than you, and math. So you were born in 2002? Yeah. Either Aquarius or Pisces. Also belated birthday to you too, Callum. I think January makes you most likely a Scorpio. Oh, so Callum, you're my sister's age. My sister and I are 2.5 years apart. Right now, we are at the 2 years apart. Oh, so you're end of January. Yeah, 96. So since my sister's birthday is in February of 96, and I was July of 93, we are 2.5 years apart. And right now we are in the 2 years apart part, where, how old is she? She's 29. Holy shit, she's 29? Oh my god, she's old. I always like to tell my mom. February 9th, she's an Aquarius. I want more foot massage. I like. My mom and sister are both Aquariuses, and my dad and I are both Cancers. And he's a Cancer on society. So he really lived up to his birth sign. Oh, you're almost a month older than her? Nice. Yeah, no, we got Aquarius and AC Scorpio. Is that like one of the moons? I have looked mine up. I think I saved a picture of it for a while because my friend kept asking me and I never knew what my stuff was. But I think it's gone now. It is. But I still have this beautiful picture of Fergus. And I miss him. Is Ascendant? What the fuck does that mean? I've never heard of an Ascendant Scorpio. Does that mean like you just missed the cusp of it? Because I think I'm like... What am I? How to find out your rising sun and moon. Okay. Figure out. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, cheap viewers? Oh my god. Goodbye. No, it's like a sub sign? Oh. Let's see. Okay. Where's the... Okay, so I was born in 1993 in July on the 17th. Fun fact, I have my own emoji. Oh god, when was I born? I think I was like 1:40 something in the afternoon. Mom, what is the exact time of day I was born? I was gonna be like, why? I'm like, no, it's okay. Don't tell me this. I feel like it's like 1:46 p.m. or something like that. I feel like I was an afternoon baby. I know. So my mom played her best golf ever when she was pregnant with me. Lower center of gravity, all that jazz. Her and my dad were set to enter a tournament. I forget what the tournament was called, but it's basically like it's a couples tournament. And they were set to win. And it was the date of the tournament. Damn. 1:29 a.m. You were mean to your mother, Celeste. And you actually, Callum, you were also mean to your mother, making them stay up past midnight to have babies. But so my mom, they were poised. They were most likely going to win this golf tournament. Like, this was their, like, the one and only chance. They never managed to win it, and now they are separated. Because he's a bad person. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Is that the exact time? Just me and my sister, yeah. You were planned to be a C-section 2 weeks later? Damn, that means you did not want to come out. But yeah, so my parents were poised to win this golf tournament. July 17th morning. Set the scene. I don't know, I wasn't there. But from what I was told. They were all ready. And all of a sudden, boom, my mother's water broke. And she was like, oh no. And like, she went to the hospital and they're like, you're probably like, she wasn't dilated, any of that stuff. Like, just her water had broken. So she's like, am I able to go play a round of golf? And they're like, no, you're in active labor. She's like, yeah, but I don't feel anything yet. Yeah, I was a due date, baby. Which makes it funnier. Because they were like, we can golf on this day. No babies come on their due dates. I'm like, hey, what's up? Punctuality is key, baby. But she asked the doctors if she could go play a round of golf. And they're like, no. My sister was a week late. She was supposed to be born on Groundhog's Day. But she said, psych. And came a week later. But they obviously told my mom, no, you can't go play golf. You are like, your water has broken. You are in active labor, even if you're not feeling the pains yet. She's like, ah, she was mad. So they were like, oh, it's going to be several hours until this baby arrives. So they're like, okay. So one doctor, apparently, like, I think she had a couple of doctors who were supposed to be. I guess so. I just know it's a due date. That's just the date the doctors told them to expect me. It was July 17th. But so one doctor went to the mall, one doctor wasn't there. My dad was sitting there. I guess my mom went from like not dilated at all to me being like, I'm ready. And my dad was fully ready to catch me like a football, like being shot out because there was no doctors around. And he's like, I was crowning. I was like, surprise everybody, I am here. So yeah, I came quick and fast. My mom, she's like, I don't know the exact time. How dare you? I'm your firstborn. You should remember exact things. I just want to learn my rising stuff. I have no idea what time of day my sister was born. Could not tell you. Nor do we think. Neither my sister or I are into astrology. Hence why I don't have my birth certificate, Celeste. The last time I saw my birth certificate was in Florida, Orlando, Florida, when I needed it to get my social security number in the States. And I didn't realize I was supposed to bring it, so I had to get my mom to send it to me later. And that was stressful, sending my birth certificate in the mail, because why is it just one tiny piece of paper for your whole life? I actually don't know where my birth certificate is. That's probably not important. I have a social security number and a social insurance number. I have a Canadian one and an American. I can work both in Canada and the States. Not really so much in the States because I don't have a visa, but if I do have a visa, I have the ability to work there with a social security number. I also think it's very funny. So in Canada, when you get your social insurance number card, it is a hard plastic card, like a credit card, something like that material. In the States, when you get your social security number, it's a piece of paper. Like, this is a very important document, and it's just a piece of paper. It's like the birth certificate. Yeah. My mother should just know this, Celeste. She, When I was born, my mom made a mock-up newspaper article. I wish you worked at Japan Disney or Euro Disney. I don't know if I so much wish I could have worked at one of those, but I wish I could have visited. Like, I want to visit both of them at least once in my life. I don't think I'd want to work on one of the cruises because that's a boat. And I don't know how I would feel about being on a boat that long. Oh yeah, so there's a mock-up, and it says I have blue eyes, which is not true. I have green eyes, but I might have had blue eyes when I was born, and black hair. Naturally, like, I know everybody believes I'm a redhead because I look natural with the red hair, but I am a brunette naturally. Like, not even a super dark brunette either, just like, not a light brunette, but like a medium brunette. Was there an applause square when you were there? Applause square? Like at Disney? I don't know what that means. I have no idea what an applause square is. I can do like this, which is a square or a round of applause. But yeah, it was very cute. It had all my birth, the date, day I was born, time I was born, my weight, my height. And then she did one for my sister when she was born 3 years later. And I feel like she was very bored. Let's see what an applause square is. Huh. Oh, that's just like a fun little thing that can be done. We never did that in my part of the park. But yeah, sometimes cast members just do fun things just to give guests some happiness. We would do in, where I worked in the Canada Pavilion, we would do Canadian trivia. And we'd make it really easy. Like, what's the national animal of Canada? What is the, like, flag? Or, like, what does the Canadian flag look like? What is the capital of Canada? Oh yeah, I have lots of pictures of my Disney days. I don't have any post because, like, they're all deleted off my phone, but I have them. They're on Instagram, which Stream Elements so conveniently just posted the Instagram link. Montreal. What about Montreal? I've been to Montreal once, and it was just in the airport. I have never stepped foot in the city of Montreal. Oh, Montreal? Not the capital of Canada. Montreal is not even the capital of Quebec. Ottawa is the capital of Canada, yes. Do you know what the national animal of Canada is? If you had to guess. It is not a buffalo, but it is an animal that starts with the letter B. It is a lot smaller than a buffalo. It is on the Canadian nickel. It is a hard-working animal. I don't know why it's the national animal of Canada, but it is. Actually, parts of Canada have a lot of it. It's a beaver, yeah. Fun fact, so like, you know how like America is obsessed with like bald eagle imagery and how they're like, do you know what country has, Canada has way more bald eagles than the States does. Like by a lot. But we let them have it. They have a fragile ego. We can't let them know that we have more of their favorite animal than we do. Unfortunately, the only bird anybody ever thinks about with us are Canadian geese. And if you've ever seen a Canadian goose, they are the most terrifying thing on this planet. I'm gonna get a picture. Canadian. So Canadian geese, or as they are so lovingly called in Canada, cobra chickens, have this one really absolutely terrifying thing about them. And it is that, one, their wings are strong enough that they could break your bones if they get really angry. And 2, can I, wait, let me just, real quick. Leave me alone, Stuffle. Just do this real quick. Okay, wait, not this one. I want to show you. Let's do window capture. So this right here, oh, you can't see, it's got teeth on its tongue. What do you mean it's got teeth on its tongue? They're awful creatures, and there is a joke that all Canadian meanness has gone into Canadian geese because they are that awful of an animal. And it is they are awful, awful creatures. That's a Mareep. It's a Pokemon. It's my favorite Pokemon. That's this guy. That's a little Mareep. But yeah, don't mess with Canadian geese. They are mean and scary, and I hate them so very much. My sister almost got attacked by one yesterday. I live in... If I see a Canadian goose, and it's in my path, I'm not going that way anymore. I fully refuse. They are just balls of hate and anger, and they terrify. I'm scared of birds in general, because like, why you gotta be like that? But Canadian geese are a special kind of awful. Like if you ever accidentally walk past one of their nests, they are incredibly territorial, which like it's fine. I get it. That's their nature and whatnot. But I'm just the baby, and they are so scary. They're so scary. If I could eradicate one species from this planet, make them go fully extinct, it would be Canadian geese. Apparently at one of the women I work with, when she used to work at a different store in a different city, there was Canada geese that made a nest on top of the store. And apparently they would harass customers, they would harass employees. Like if I got there and the geese were in the way, I would have to call in sick. I'd be like, I just drove half an hour to get here. No, refuse. Absolutely not. They're so scary. You cannot make me do it. I refuse. I refuse to deal with, acknowledge, see them, ever. I live in constant fear of Canadian geese, even when they're not around. You don't know true fear until you see one. Bum, bum. Okay. Come on, apple. Not an apple. Harder to find one, though. I find a shiny Nincada or shiny Dewpider, I'm going to be so upset they have less odds of showing up. Like a shiny Esper, shiny Dottler, that makes sense. I will be upset, but like they have the highest odds of showing up. Shiny Nincada or shiny Dewpider, very upset. They have the lowest odds of shining up. Shining up, showing up, and shining up. Bum, bum. Why? Like, I know this is Zelda music. My brain can't remember where it comes from, what part of the game it comes from. But I know every beat and what it's gonna do. Where is this normally? This feels more Majora's Mask than Ocarina of Time. I could absolutely just look to see what it is. It is Secret of the Forest. Oh, is it? I don't want it to be louder than me, though. Oh, no, it is. It absolutely is. Is it Lost Woods? Or is it Kokiri Forest? It's not Kokiri Forest, because Kokiri Forest song is Saria's song. Or sorry, Lost Woods song is... It's been a long time since I've, like, just listened to vanilla music. Thank you. It is the owl. I'm like, it's been so long since 1, I've talked to the owl. 2, talked to the owl in a vanilla capacity with vanilla music. And 3, just played that game with vanilla music. Good time on the encounters though. 48 minutes into the video and we've done 128 encounters. That's not bad. Like, granted, I've done over 1800. That's crazy. And nothing to show for it. Except pain. Every time I run into a Pokemon by accident, I get so stressed that it's going to be shiny and I'll be like, that's a waste of my luck. The amount, like, surprisingly, I don't think I have any Zelda music in my... I should. No, yes I do. Oh my god, I'm going to download the epic version of everything. Let's add that. Add to playlist. Just downloaded The Legend of Zelda Epic Edition Collection. I have one album. What's it called? Hero of Time is the album. And it's beautiful renditions of different Ocarina of Time songs. And I listen to them while I read. I'd say whenever I'm not listening, or like if I'm reading, my favorite songs to come on are the Studio Ghibli ones, or yeah, Zelda, just like the video game ones. Like every year I use Apple Music, but my Apple Music Wrapped or whatever it's called, Apple Replay is what it's called. Very rarely do I have a song that has lyrics in it. My top songs are always instrumental. See what I can tell you what my top song is right now. Stardew Ambient. We're just gonna add that to the playlist too. I love Stardew Valley music. Okay. Let's see. Made for You. What is my... Hello? Why don't you tell me? Oh yeah, replay 25. Let's see how I'm doing so far. Currently, my top song is A Journey, parentheses, Jiro's Sister by Joe Hisaishi, from The Wind Rises. And then my second top song is Nahoko, in parentheses, Together, also by Joe Hisaishi, also from The Wind Rises. And then my next song is completely in Japanese letters, so I don't know what it's called, but it is my favorite song in that playlist. Is there anything in here that has any lyrics in English? Probably not. Nope. Not a single song in there has English. My top song from last year, hey, was the same song that's the top right now. That's kind of crazy. Because I shuffle it, which makes me think that song isn't shuffled properly. 2023, I did that one on purpose. I think 2022 was the last year that I had like... Nope, 2022, also I did that on purpose. 2021 was the last year? Nope. Damn, I've been in the Haikyuu nonsense, like, game for a long time. 2020? Nope. 2019? My top song of 2019 was Sucker by the Jonas Brothers. Good to know. But then River Flows in You, and then the majority of the Spirited Away soundtrack, but also If I Can't Have You by Shawn Mendes, Waving Through a Window, and You Will Be Found from Dear Evan Hansen, the Broadway musical. And then more of Strangers by the Jonas Brothers. I don't even think I know what that song is, which is pretty bad since apparently I liked it enough to listen to it a lot. Eye to Eye from the Goofy movie. Man bun! My shot. Oh, this was the year. This was when I was really into Hamilton and The Greatest Showman. Oh, and Fall Out Boy made the cut that year, but not new Fall Out Boy. Hum Hallelujah and Thanks for the Memories. Also, Larger Than Life by the Backstreet Boys, and It's Gonna Be Me by NSYNC, so clearly I was in a nostalgia kick. But yeah, so 2019 was the last year where a song with lyrics in English that was not for an anime was my number one song. You can almost see when I started like reading more often, because the music just shifted. Because I almost always listen to music when I read, just because like it helps me focus. Oh, this is Breath of the Wild Stables. What's this exact song called? This is it's literally just called Stables. One day I will finish playing Tears of the Kingdom. Probably not, actually. I feel like it's been too long. I don't know what to do in that game anymore. I did enjoy it. I just never finished it. I watched someone do the Ganon fight and said, hell no, I don't want to do that. That looks scary. And I stopped playing. Even though I had more fun doing side quests in that game than actual main quest stuff. Just restart a playthrough live. I could. The first time I played through it, like, granted again, I'd never finished it. I did a lot of the stream, like a lot of playing it off stream, which was fun. Like that is a very good off stream game because there's so much stuff. I could definitely do go back on stream and get through more of it. Because I streamed all of my Breath of the Wild, and I'm wondering if that's why I didn't like it as much as Tears of the Kingdom, because not that it felt like a chore. I also went in not liking the concept of Breath of the Wild, like the open worldness of it all. And Tears of the Kingdom is the exact same game. But I like into ceilings. I think I liked some of the mechanics better for Tears of the Kingdom. That helped. Like being able to fuse stuff to your bow while your arrows while you're shooting it. That's cool. I will say I do miss the infinite free bombs. That was nice in Breath of the Wild. It does. Drives my friend Rue nuts that I like Tears of the Kingdom, but I don't like Breath of the Wild because they are basically the same game. But I think the mechanics were better in Tears. And I can see people having nostalgia. I didn't have the nostalgia for Breath of the Wild, but I got Tears of the Kingdom as it came out. And I had fun. Also, I liked the Korok song. I liked whenever he gave Koroks to the big guy and he did the maraca dance. I liked that. The tree enemies, I think, were very clever, and they scared the shit out of me every single time they spawned in. I was in constant fear. The creepy gloom hands did make me miss, they're not called guardians. What are those things called? Are they called guardians? No. The laser eye thingy majigs that aren't Beamos, but like big scary. Are they guardians? Are they just called guardians? Breath of the Wild Guardian. Wait, was I right? Oh shit, they are just called guardians. Oh. Those things were scary, but I missed them when all of a sudden creepy gloom hands just showed up out of nowhere, and if you're like, haha, I beat them, and they're like, haha, surprise, Phantom Ganon fight, and you're like, I'm in the middle of a forest. Which I thought was a very fun, interesting concept. Minchino? Whatever you're called, leave me alone. No, there are not. I wish there were instead of gloom hands, because gloom hands are stressful. And I got to the point where I was kind of okay at parrying guardian shots. Like, not always. But I could do it sometimes. I was also really just bad at parrying. Which is also why I was scared of the Ganon fight. In Tears, because you have to parry in that fight. And he parries in that fight. And I'm like, that's not fair. I can barely parry. He's not allowed to parry too. Granted, you could parry his parry. But I did not have the skill sets to parry a parry. I barely have the skill sets to parry in general. Is Age of Calamity the, Spritzy? You son of a bitch. The Hyrule Warriors game? Or one of them? I've never played any of those. We just stopped mid shiny hunting to take a brief break just to check out. Here's, yeah, the one on the Switch. Okay, yeah, no, I've never played those. I don't know, like, what I want for the next, like, mainline Zelda game. Like, I really enjoyed Echoes of Wisdom, also a game I haven't finished. We don't need to talk about that. I feel like that Echoes of Wisdom to me is a handheld Switch game because I played it when I was not in this place yet, but my mom had sold the house, so I was living with my mom. So, and she didn't have a TV yet. She had bought a new one, and it wasn't there yet. Also, she absolutely would not let me attach my Switch and use it because she wanted the television to be a television for her. So, Echoes of Wisdom was kind of like a handheld game to me. And then once I moved in here, obviously my Switch connected to my PC. I still use it handheld. I'll play Animal Crossing handheld, but for some reason I'm just like, nope. Maybe one day I'll finish Echoes of Wisdom. Because I enjoyed Echoes of Wisdom. I just like breaking everything with the bed. Oh, you need a super complicated puzzle? No, just stack beds on top of each other and boom. You have a ladder. But I just like playing Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask the best. 1, because nostalgia. 2, because I can do fancy cool tricks in them. And 3, because I like the randomizer. Even though the last one I did... Oh yeah, I forgot you could hide in pots. That was fun. The last combo randomizer I did, both of my MM Magics were locked behind MM Magic. And, it was painful. The seed was beatable. But the Majora Mask fight was really bad. And that's on my account of, constantly relying on my bestie, Fierce Deity. Because he is the best. And the last time I had to fight Majora without Fierce Deity, Grandma was in the comments, and Grandma was not there the second time, and I forgot all the strats to defeat Majora without Fierce Deity. Because I've literally only ever done it with Fierce Deity, from the main reason of I always made sure I got all the masks so that I could have Fierce Deity. Speaking of Majora's Mask. Astral Observatory! Apple! Oh, apple. Speaking of Majora's Mask in 3 days, I'm gonna end my awake cycle. Nighty-night. That is fair. I'm pretty sure it's like the middle of the night for you, Celeste. So have a wonderful evening. Hopefully you don't leave and I immediately find the shiny and you miss all the exciting action. But knowing odds, probably won't happen. Here, 1:17, middle of the night? No, it's not, but I'm old and I refuse to stay up that late. But everyone should go follow Celeste because Celeste is great and Celeste is one of the mods / devs of the combo randomizer that I play all the time. And she adds the stuff that adds the most pain to me. Most importantly, she gave me frogs, which we all know that I love frog pain. And so that's why. Among many reasons why we love Celeste. Celeste does not make her randos as hard as I make mine, which I respect that decision because I make bad choices when making randos. But they keep giving me new options, so I'm going to keep randomizing new things. It's fun. Dun, dun. I miss apples. It would also be funny to name the apple instead of Granny. Name it Orange. Because apples and oranges. Ah. Gotta come up with a scary old lady name. Keep with the theme of all of my shinies being named after horror movie villains. Why did I willingly choose to do a face hunt? Like, why did I do this to myself? Like, I'm going to find a shiny that is not an apple and be so excited yet so disappointed at the exact same time that it is going to crush me. Like, that, it's not gonna be great for me. Emotionally. It's going to hurt my feelings, for sure. Because this hunt could take over 10,000. Easily. Because each one that pops up is a 1 in 4,096% chance. Or not percent, 1 in 4,096. And then on top of that, I'm hoping on a 10% Pokemon to show up with the 1 in 4,096. So it is very likely I will find anything else. Like, I barely even find apples. So this feels like it's going to be multiple phases, and it will be the most. Do I have quick balls? Oh, I don't. I remember last time I wanted to try and buy quick balls, but the dude didn't sell them that day. Do not fight. I would like a level 100 Pokemon that knows False Swipe, but I don't have the False Swipe TM yet. Where do you find False Swipe? Pokemon Shield. Where can I get this? Minchino, thank you. Okay, how to get False Swipe, thank you. Only attainable in one specific area after arriving at Motostoke City. What towns have I gone to? Are you Motostoke? If you go inside, okay. is in one specific area of Pokemon Sword and Shield. After arriving at Motors, visit the Pokemon Center adjacent to the entrance to Route 3. You go inside and head upstairs. There's an upstairs. Guys, this is where I found whatever I named my other Pokemon. Jigsaw. I'm so scared I'm gonna find a shiny Pokemon randomly just trying to get back to this Pokemon Center. I do like the idea of a shiny Zigzagoon. Ah! Okay. So there's allegedly there's an upstairs to this. There is not an upstairs. Okay. After there's no upstairs. But there is false swipe, okay. There we go. We have false swipe now. And this is a game, like, I can teach this TMs are for everything, right? So these are one-time uses, but this, good to know, none of them can learn it. I do need to get a false swipe Pokemon. How do I go fast? Can I go fast yet? I might not be able to go fast yet. No, I can't. Oh good, Driflooms are here now. Apple, apple. Let's say, how are we supposed to? Absol, Aegislash, Alolan Marowak, IQ, Barbacle, Binnacle, Bisharp, Blastoise, Bulbasaur, Charizard, Charmander, Charmeleon. We have a lot of Pokemon that can learn False Swipe. And none of them are Eevee, unfortunately. Yo, any... Oh, Leafeon. How the fuck do I level up Eevee into Leafeon in this game? Is that its only... Is that the only evolution that can learn it? So it would keep its ability run away, but Leafeon is honestly the cutest, one of the cutest. Okay. How to evolve Eevee into Leafeon, Sword and Shield. All players have to do is give... Ooh! Where do I get leaf stones? Leaf stone. Because then I could give it false swipe and still have a runaway Pokemon too. Turffield. From Turffield, take the path on the left until you reach an area with ancients. Wait. I might already have it. I got fancy apples for when I find this thing. I don't have a leaf stone? Okay, we'll see if we can. We'll do one more. A couple more encounters, then we'll go check. I feel like I picked that up. We'll do 1945. And then we'll go look to find the leaf stone so that I can give it to Evie, and then we can get it to be Leafeon, and then we can make it a false swiper. I'm gonna save though, just in case for some reason that website, which I'm pretty sure was IGN that I was looking at, lied to me. Granted, it's not like it's that big of a deal if I quote-unquote waste it. Oh, I don't need feathers. But I will mash A while we're driving. Okay, I tried to go back for that. Managed to miss. Probably should have just... like flew over here. It would have been faster. Okay, so we are looking for a man. Unfortunately. Should be a man. Ha! We're about to get the cutest Pokemon! I think Sylveon is my favorite evolution because it's also useful. But I do love Leafeon, even though Leafeon is useless. It's 3-3. Holy shit, that's like... I'm sorry, this thing is like half my size. Leafeon, you are here to learn False Swipe, and that is it. Just in case. Like, I don't have the Leaf Stone anymore, but like, the Leaf Stone is back there in case I want it. So that website just straight up lied to me? Yeah. Which Pokemon can learn, however. That said Leafeon, and it lied to me. I don't know why I did that. There's a second location for a Leaf Stone. Like, there's a small chance I will catch a Pokemon that requires me to need a Leaf Stone to evolve it. But it's very unlikely. But it's okay. Maybe we got lucky and maybe Pokedex now says apple? Does not say apple. Do not fight. That's so sad that Leafeon doesn't actually learn False Swipe, because why is it on the list? Or you get a Garchomp to have it. Kind of just like I want a False Swipe Pokemon. Just for the sake of having one just in case. Would have been really nice if Leafeon had actually worked though. Sorry, I'm texting my landlord. I think if anything else is like easy to catch. That can also learn False Swipe. Probably, but God, I gotta try and make a Twilight Princess randomizer work again. I do love Twilight Princess is my favorite game, and it's the only one I haven't really done a randomizer in. I tried, but it didn't work very well. And I don't know what I did wrong, and I'd also have to watch a YouTube video on how to set it up again, even though I have everything downloaded and stuff. I don't know the year your mom was born. Unless she was born in the 50s. Then soon. Or the 60s. To my mom? I think we've passed it. Or was it 1958? I don't know. I never remember the year my mom was born. Which is bad. Also, aren't you in England? Why are you spelling mom M-O-M? That's not how you guys spell it over there. You don't say mom, you say mum. I don't spell it M-O-M. Personally. I say mum. Actually, I call my mom by her first name a lot. Yeah. You can also type it M-U-M. Like, you type it, spell it the way you spell it. It's not like I'm not going to be able to figure out what that means. I want to say I was in high school when I started spelling mom, M-U-M. Oh, I have, like, I understand the privilege of being able to call my mother by her first name. But it's like, that's still my mom. But sometimes I hit her with the first name. Sometimes I hit her with a nickname of her first name. Technically, she goes by a nickname. Her birth name is different than the name she goes by, but like by a letter. Which is kind of funny. It's not as... I do not go by EK. I only go by EK on the internet. At this point, I would respond to EK in person, probably. Nah, not Ek. It's EK. It's the letters. It's my initials. It's fully, like, that's why it's EK. It's because it's my initial, so that's what I've always said is EK. That's why when people say Ek, like, I'm not mad. I'll, like, correct people if I think I'm gonna stick around on their stream and chat, and they're gonna say my name. But otherwise, there was one streamer, his name was Manu, and he'd call me Eek. He was the only one I allowed. Nobody else was allowed to call me Eek. No, you cannot call me that. I am Ike. Ek if you're new. And only one person can call me Eek. And I miss him dearly. He hasn't streamed in forever. And I hope he's okay. God, I love female Wobbuffet. The lipstick is so good.
Good morning, Christopher Robin.
Oh, good morning, Winnie the Pooh.
Sorry. $20 off. We're 19 away. Yo, if I can find my Wii Sports, I might stream it because that'd be fun. Just playing tennis and you just see me with the Wiimote. When we first got the Wii, we got it the year it came out. Big deal. My mom managed to find it before Christmas and actually buy it. Very big deal. Those things were hard to get. We didn't put the wrist strap on, and my sister accidentally threw the remote at the television doing Wii bowling. There probably is Switch Sports, but if I'm playing any sports game on the Nintendo console, it's absolutely going to be Wii Sports. I wish I still had all the stuff for Wii Fit, just so that I could be called fat on stream, because I think that'd be fun. Like, I remember as a child, I stood on that Wii Fit board and it's like, obese! And I'm like, pardon me? And I was like 40 pounds soaking wet at this point in time. Like, I was not. Honestly, I looked malnourished. But the Wii Fit board was just mean. It was a cruel mistress. Oh no, if you ever played Wii Fit, you know that board. You would stand on it, and it would just tell kids they were obese all the time. It was an insane concept that Nintendo put forth, and I thank them every day because it's so funny looking back at it. Like, unless it caused actual body issues for people, which honestly it probably did, which is really sad. But it'd be funny to do it as an adult, just to be called out like that. Because then there was like the balance mini games, and all of a sudden, I don't have the greatest balance to begin with, but all of a sudden it's like, hey, you're an idiot. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, this game is so mean. It's like the brain age games. You'd play something and it'd be like, oh, you have the mental capacity of a 6-year-old. And I'm like, what do you mean? I think I brain age on... I had it on my DS for sure. I feel like I think we had Brain Age Academy for the Wii. I might still have Brain Age. We'll see if I want to get my feelings hurt on stream one time and get called dumb. Could be fun. There's just something so entertaining about being called dumb by your video game. Apple. Oh, Apple. We are getting closer to the year I was born. My parents haven't met yet, though. I think my parents met in the 90s, or like 1990. My mother did not ever get back to me with my exact birth time, which is very rude of her. How dare she? So we cannot know my rising and waning, whatever they're called. Sun, moon, rising. I want to say it was like 1:43 in the afternoon. Let's say that, just for funsies. So I'm, my sun sign is Cancer at 25 degrees north. It is the 10th house, whatever the fuck that means. My moon sign is also Cancer at 2 degrees 37. It is the 9th house. And my ascendant sign is Libra at 18 degrees 42, is first house. I don't know what that means. I also think that's not right. I feel like I've done it before, and I don't think I'm a double Cancer, so I don't think I have the right birth time. Which is whatever. We're getting closer to half odds though, which is awful. We got so lucky with the first 2 shinies in this series. And I will forever think that was actually more of a hindrance on me than anything else. Alright, welcome to the 90s, folks. It's time for Tamagotchis and shit. I should get a I love Tamagotchis. I had a Tamagotchi in middle school. Like, this was like... I want to say, like, obviously the resurgence of Tamagotchis, because when I was in middle school, it was not the 90s. But I remember, like, smuggling that thing out of my desk to feed it. Huh. You could get in so much trouble if you got caught with a Tamagotchi. And they would take it away from you, and then your Tamagotchi would die, and it was really depressing. Or if you didn't have time and you couldn't clean up their poop. Oh, and then they get sick and die? Oh, Tamagotchis were stressful. I want one again. All right, folks. Let's see. The year I was born. Dun, 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 dun. All right, we continue to suffer. It's really upsetting. It's gonna be, if I get one on the next Pokemon, I will be a little peeved. Like, what do you mean? I could have had it on my birth year, but no. Yeah, true. We could just go 96 could be our next best, but odds are bad. The odds are, in fact, very bad. The odds are not in my favor. Like at all. A 1 in 4,096. We are nowhere even close to full odds yet. We're not even at half odds yet. Yeah, we don't want to make it to halfway. We want quick ones, but like that's highly unlikely and I've accepted that. But it still sucks. We're gonna get it before Y2K. Yo, do you think if we hit 2,000, all the computers will shut down? Ha, throwback. What a wild time to be alive. Oh, we could have partied like it was 1999. And absolutely wild. Like, they really did think that we would just hit the year 2000 and everything would die. And now we have AI, unfortunately. And now sometimes I have to Google things by putting swear words in it so that I don't get an AI Googled response. Because I don't want an AI Google response. At all. I'd rather die. AI is so bad for the planet and it drives me nuts that people just use it for random stupid stuff. Most of which you can Google. This is the year I graduated 5th grade. The aughts. Good old early 2000s. And now I'm starting middle school. I would have been a freshman in 2009, I think. Let me figure this out. When did I graduate high school? I can figure this out by going to my Facebook. And then I go to my photos, my albums. And then if I scroll down far enough, there is one for prom. So I graduated high school in 2011. Ew. Ew, ew, I don't like that information that I graduated high school in 2011. Just because it's correct doesn't mean I enjoy it. I did do college. I went to university. Useless degree. My diploma's actually over on the floor over there. Just on the floor. It's just hang. I need to get my sister's partner to come over here and hang everything up for me. Also get my sister to decide where I should hang everything up. Cause I have cool artwork. I've had 2 ex-boyfriends paint me something, which is very wild that it's happened twice. One of them I let my mom keep because it was my first boyfriend. He painted me a beautiful, it was a picture of my dog Jack, and he redid it as a painting, and it was beautiful. It's stunning. At least I think we let my mom keep it. And then my other ex painted me. It was 2 canvases. I can actually show you. 2 canvases, and it just has my favorite things on them. Here, I will show you because it's kind of cool actually, and they're literally right over here. So I'll just do this. So this is the first one. So we've got Achievement Hunter. I was big into Achievement Hunter. Sailor Moon. Unfortunately, the Deathly Hallows from Harry Potter. Fuck J.K. Rowling and her transphobicness. Pokemon. We've got some Pikachu. And then this one has. So they go together. So we got Avatar: The Last Airbender. Mickey Mouse for Disney, Zelda, and this is Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service, to have Studio Ghibli on there. No, you cannot have it. It is mine. Also, since I'm already standing up, I'm just going to quickly run to the washroom. So I'm just going to leave you with some entertainment. Which is this thing, guys. that was really embarrassing. No. You gotta leave this area.
Why?
Because it's also, you're going towards where he is.
Why didn't you tell me that? Is it?
Yep.
Ah! No, no. I shouldn't have thought I could do this.
Which is crazy that I have 2 square shinies. You did it! That was perfect! Look at the baby's head! Look at his head! Please don't be a token. Please be anything but a token. Why are the frogs like this? Why? No. These are the worst frogs I have ever seen. Oregon has run. Bob and weave. You didn't bob and weave well enough. Oh no. Oh Oh!
Bathroom, I got to pee. I'm gonna sprinkle all my tinkle in the hole.
Alexis, so bold! Oh, we got it! Die for us! Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh my god! I realize now that I sent you to the clips and the music was still going. So they interacted by accident. That was absolutely not on purpose. Back into comfy. Oh my god, hey, what's up, Dollar? I don't want to foot massage again. We're gonna do that too. Ugh. Try this setting. I don't know what this setting does. If you see any looks of pain, it's because I'm in pain. God, I love female Wobbuffet. She looks great. I don't know if I can say my favorite swear word on Twitch or YouTube for that matter. But she is giving see you next Tuesday down the house boots, mama, yes. And that's on female Wobbuffet. Or you think we're gonna get it in 2025? That would be nice. I'll be impressed if we find an apple at 2025. Bum, 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 bum. Hello, Justin. I like the little dancing Bulbasaurs to the Rustboro song. God, Pokemon music goes so hard. Not in Sword and Shield, though. I turned it off. But mostly because the battle music, over and over and over again, adds to the mental strain of shiny hunting. And why make it worse than it is? I'm already in hell. Apple. Oh, apple. We don't need to add to it. We don't need mental anguish. God, I want an apple so bad. Oh, 2 apples in a row? Very exciting stuff. Do you think the Pokedex said, hey, you've been struggling, you've been here for 2 hours and you haven't caught anything? Are you looking for something specific? Do you want help finding it? Dang it, no. Do not fight. Alright, this is last year. No shiny last year. Can we get a shiny this year? Please? Alright, here's 2025. Oh, it's an apple. What? That would have been absolutely insane. I'm impressed it's an apple. Like, that was crazy impressive. The fact that it was an apple, I was stressing. I was like, this could be real. You were yeah, you were close. Well, you called a shiny. I called the apple on 2025. Now we're in the future. And the future has apples. But not Granny Smith apples. They have Macintosh apples. Which are cool. I actually do really like a Macintosh. Or Red Delicious. Oh. I love apples. A Gala apple? Flippin' love apples. Apples are so good. I'm trying to think what my favorite apple would be. I have to figure out. My aunt owns a bunch of apple orchards because my uncle, before he passed away, was an apple farmer. Actually, I don't think she owns them anymore. She might still own them. But when she did own them, at Thanksgiving, we would go to the apple orchards and, like, we'd get to pick apples for free because she owned the place and they were her apples. Oh, those are good apples. I think they were Gala apples. Those were good. I also, my favorite apple orchard story is, I want to say, I was maybe 11 or 12. We were in the apple orchard, and my grandpa, being the prankster that he was, said, he handed me like a little crab apple that had fallen off a tree, and he said, "See, throw this at your sister, see if you can hit her." He's like expecting me not to be able to aim, which is fair. I was like 11 or 12, and arms of noodles. And no strength behind them. And my sister was, I want to say like 4 or 5 trees ahead of me. However long that distance is in an apple orchard. I don't know. I was a child. With my grandma. And so I threw the apple at my sister, as my grandpa had said. And I managed to nail her square in the back of the head. Like right here. And, she got hit. She dropped because she was just like, what just hit me? Like, I didn't hit her hard enough like that she was knocked unconscious, but I hit her hard enough for her to be like, ah, and like drop. My grandma turns around being like, what's going on? And just sees me standing there, because the second that apple made contact with my sister's head, my grandpa was gone. He went like 4 aisles over. He's like, goodbye, and just dipped, which I respect that as an adult now. But he put me up to it and then abandoned me to face the consequences of my own actions, but my own actions that were inspired by my grandfather. And it was very funny. My grandfather was a very funny man. He was my favorite person on this planet. He passed away several years ago. But he would just do stuff like that, but it was just literally, he was just like, yeah, no, just throw it. Throw this at your sister. Okay. Clocked her in the back of the head. And then I got in trouble because Grandma found me, but no Grandpa. Because he left the child to deal with the consequences. Like an adult should. I respect that. I still think it was very funny. Well, my grandpa was a good dude, even if he did make me throw apples at people. My PC just said in the bottom corner that we're supposed to get 6 centimeters of snow tomorrow. month of March is stupid. Like, I know we get snow, and I hate it, but like 6 centimeters? Gross. No thank you. Hard pass. Please let me leave. Anything else? We've almost... What did I start at? 1850? No, I started at 1750. Wait. Nothing. Granted again, odds are really low. And it makes sense that I haven't found a shiny yet. Doesn't mean I'm not depressed about it. Apple. Oh, apple. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, apple. Ah. Every time a Nincada shows up or a Dupiter, I'm like, please do not be shiny because I do not want to waste all my good luck on the really hard to get ones. Like, I would hate that. Do. I do like, although like I am suffering because I have to check every single one of these, I do like that I cannot miss a shiny. Like, it's not like in Violet or Let's Go where they're just like out in the wild, especially Violet and Scarlet, where like they just straight up don't sparkle. Like, it's harder to miss shinies in Arceus because you hear it happen. Or Let's Go, where it's just like very blatantly obvious it's a shiny Pokemon. I will hear the pew. Hopefully. I don't want to go near the Drifloon. That thing kidnaps kids. All right. This will be the 300th of today, which is a lot of encounters. But in the grand scheme of things, not that many. Lombre. Still kind of sad Leafeon actually couldn't learn False Swipe. Is there a certain level it had to be to learn False Swipe? So confused as to why Leafeon was on the list and then it didn't let me teach it. Ugh. I don't have any quick balls left, do I? No. I should probably go get some quick balls. Because, like, they won't guarantee, but it's a nice safety backup. Hello, Stuffle. So, yeah, I was gonna say, is that what this thing's called? At 2:55, I will go and see if the guy has quick balls to sell. Just because if I do find a shiny, it would be nice just to have that extra chance. Pretty sure it's this guy right here. Oh, it's not you, sorry. No, what do you got? Oh, you have luxury balls today? Does this actually work if I'm... Nope. What if I do this? What if I make it... Oh, it's a different day. Still just luxury balls. Actually, let's see. Kind of want to just see if I go like back and forth. I feel like it actually would have been smarter to just fly back to this exact same spot. Okay. We tried. Did maybe this help though? I was gonna say we watched the weather change, so I was like maybe. Now we won't see drift looms. Scary ass kidnapping balloon. I want a shiny. So bad. Shiny. Boom. Good. I don't want a shiny Esper. Esper. This song's kind of creepy. I dig it. Oh, we've passed half odds, by the way. That sucks. I still think this is going to be a tough hunt because the first two I got really quickly. Dun, 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 dun. But like, just imagine, boom, green. Ah, so cool. Boom. Apple again. Nah, would have been cool though. Come on. I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to see how much time I've put into this save file so far. Just trying to get shinies. Like, I've got 2 badges. Kind of curious to see how much, So is that accurate now? So I have 22 hours and 49 minutes so far in this save file. And I have 2 badges. I'm crushing it, guys. Absolutely crushing it. We're doing amazing, guys. I'm actually kind of scared to think about how high, like, what the final number is going to be. When I am finished. Wonder, I might look up, like, obviously, once we're done this, like, what the best time of the game is to do the DLCs. Because there's the one DLC that gets us the ability to do the path thingy. Where you have a 25% chance of each Pokemon being shiny. Like, I would personally want to go for Entei as my shiny, but I could just take, like, make it be whatever first shiny I find. Oh, I have a shiny Rayquaza in my other save file. Is that thing? I do not have a shiny Entei because I did not understand how it worked at the time. And I was just really excited about having an Entei because Entei is my favorite legendary Pokemon ever of all time. He's just the goodest boy. His name is also Papa. And I would like a shiny Papa. However, what sucks about this file is that I don't have access to the internet. And I don't think I want to purchase the family plan just so one other thing on my thing can have internet. As convenient as it would be. Like, just to put like these Pokemon in Pokemon Home or whatever, but I don't actually know what the price difference is. Apple. Oh, I'm sick though. Do do. Hello, Esper. Oh, we got some Breath of the Wild or Tears music again. I'm so scared of a golden Inkata. Like, I live in constant fear of shining Inkata. Might be getting close to the end of today's hunt. Another day. Another lack of shinies. There's no sparkles. We'll go to 2100 today. Seems like a nice number to hit. Obviously, unless I find a shiny before that. Apple. Every time I see an apple, like, my hopes get raised a little bit, just because, like, there's the chance. It's the right Pokemon showing up. Also, we don't see the apple a lot, which is awful for me, personally. Do, 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 do. Apple. I don't remember what this thing like looks like when it evolves. I think it's also cool. I think the body's green instead of red, which makes sense. But Applin is really... Applin is a good shiny. I don't think its evolved form is as good of a shiny. But it's still very good. If I get a shiny Spritzy, I might scream. I'm not gonna lie. Is it over dramatic? Absolutely. Actually, I think a shiny Esper would make me more upset. Actually, Spritzy or Esper both suck. Lombre is an okay shiny. Dottler and Dupiter are very good shinies. And Nincada exists. Like, it's not bad, but it's just is gold. I like the really obvious shinies. Like how Rookidee was yellow instead of blue. Like Carkol, or whatever the first one's called. It was blue versus black. Like, it was, like, obvious. Like, this one, obviously, like, red versus green. As opposed to red versus blue. Is drastic, like, very easy to see. Like, Garchomp shiny is so upsetting. What a waste. It's so upsetting. Like, what a waste of a shiny design. Do-do-do. That's my Esper impersonation. I'll do impersonations of all of them. But, like, minus the mouth. My mouth, not... It doesn't have a mouth. Are those its mustache or its arms? No, it has 4 legs. What could have arms still? It's a bug. These are valid questions. Like, do you think those are mustaches or arms? Oh, we are over halfway there, Callum. $2,048 is the halfway mark. So we are past it. Technically, we are not in pain until we pass odds. Which is 2,000 away from now. So, like, we have less than 2,000 before we're at odds. But if we go over odds, that's when pain hits. Apple. But as of right now, we're just in pain that we saw coming. Alright. This will be our last one, probably, for the day. Part of me also... Okay. I know I said I'd end at 2100 today, but I also kind of want to end on an apple. But an apple on a good number. So it has to be an apple that on like 2110, 2120, 2130. Because it looks nicer. Which might be very easy to get, or might be very difficult to get. I just want a shiny Pokemon. Or if we somehow manage to find a shiny. Before we get a apple on one of the ones divisible by 10. Not divisible by 5, though. I don't want to end on, like, 2105. That's an ugly number. See, like, this is when... Because shiny hunting is basically gambling, but, like... free. Buy this game just to see for myself how unlikely Green Applin is. It's unlikely. It's a 1 in 4,096 chance on top of the fact that this is a 10% chance of showing up in this grass. Also, shout out to the Applin for hearing, I want you to show up on the 10s, but not one divisible by 5, because 2105 is an ugly number, and then it's like, I'll show up on then anyways. Little bitch. That would be absolutely insane. My luck finding the first 2 shinies as quickly as I did was insane luck. Because what were my exact numbers? I highlighted them and I posted them on TikTok. Yeah, I would. It's just, I'm always insanely jealous of people who have really good luck with shiny odds. Let's see, what was it? So I got Rowlet and 341, which is insane. And I got Carcoal, what is it called?
Oh my god, that's so fast!
What is this thing called? Roly-Coly. And 122. I used all my luck on the first two. Do, 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 do. But if you talk to anyone who like shiny hunts on the regular, oh shit! Shout out to the apple for being on the first 10, so I don't have to keep going. Shiny hunting is a mental game more than anything else. It truly is. Like, you have to be willing to like go for it forever. But I'm gonna turn the music off for now. That is, what is that? 2.5 hours almost of hunting, and I have nothing to show for it. Fucking, I hate Pokemon. That's not true. That is not true at all. I did not need to do this, but I decided to. But YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out today. Hopefully, eventually, I will get the shiny, and if not, I hope you just enjoyed the background noise of me absolutely losing my mind, because that is absolutely what shiny hunting is. That's what it's all about. If you turn yourself around, that's what it's all about. Just a little hokey pokey for you in the year of 2025. But YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out today, and until next time, doodle.